All right, in this tutorial, which is for 5C and 5D exercises, we will learn how to find a percentage of a quantity and how to use the unitary method. Key points: of means to multiply. 3% of 10 means 3% multiplied by 10. Okay, very important just to remember this. And to remember that of is to multiply. Okay, of equals to multiply. Another thing that's important as we're doing with percentages is to remember money. Percent is 100 cents. If you think of percent as 100 cents out of 100. 50% equals 50 cents. All right, that's the way I like to think of it. 5% equals 5 cents, which is 0.05. 159% is the same as 1.59 or $1.59. Just think of it. If you have 159 cents, all right, or centimes, that is equivalent to $1.59 or 1 franc 59. 200% equals 2 or $2. Remember those, and it will help you a lot. Okay, to find the percentage of a quantity. Quantity is like an amount of something. Basically, we convert the percentage to a fraction or a decimal and multiply. For example, here we have 6% of 150 kilograms. How much is this? All right. So the first step we do is right here. Convert the percentage to a fraction or a decimal. I'm just going to go, well, we'll do both. 6% as a fraction would be 6 over 100. And then of course, is to multiply. And you simply go 6 over 100 times 150. And you will get your answer. You can also just do it like this, as a decimal. We know that 6% is the same as 6 cents. If we wrote 6 cents, it's going to be 0.06, not 0.6, because that would be 60 cents. Okay, so this is not 6%. That is 60%. Okay, so right, 0.06 times 150. And this will give us our answer. So that would be 9 kilograms. So 6% of 150 kilograms is 9 kilograms. Okay, let's look at one of these problems. I'm sorry this is up high in the article, but the question is, Sandra scored 86% in her exam out of 150. She scored 86% in her exam out of 150. What mark did she score? If we look at the question, it is simply 86% of 150. Okay, let's do it the easy way. Let's just simply write this as a decimal. If we go back, we realize we convert the percentage to a fraction or decimal and multiply. Let's do that. 86% is the same as 86 cents, which would be written as 0.86. Of is multiply times 150, and we will have our answer. And our answer here is 129. That is what the marks that she scored for this exam. Let's look at the second problem. A white goods manufacturer receives 35% of the sales price of their goods sold by a department store. How much does the manufacturer receive if the store sells white goods worth $45,000? Okay, let's look at the question again. They receive 35% of the sales price. 35% of the sales price. How much do they receive if the store sells $45,000? Boom. That's the problem right there. Now, you know how to do it. Why don't you just pause the video and try and solve this? Okay, you should have written 0.35 times 45,000. And your answer, 15,750. Okay, now let's look at the unitary method in percentage. What does this mean? It is a method that can be used to solve a problem we first find 1% and then we multiply by 100 to find the whole amount. Okay, let's look at this question. Michelle and Bridget own a business. Bridget receives 25% of the profits. Okay, each month. So she receives 25% of the profits each month. Last month she received 2,080. So she received 2,080 last month. So the question here, how can she work out the total profit made by the business last month? Okay, basically we look at this and say, well, 25 of the amount, we know 25 of the whole amount is 2,080. 1% of the amount is simply 2,080 divided by 25, which is 8320. Okay? 100% of the amount, therefore, is 83.80 times 100. And the profit of the company is 8,320. Now you can confirm this, you can simply confirm this by taking, let's just remove this, by simply taking, and let's just do an idiot check. We just simply go, well, 25%, 0.25 of 8320, using our calculators, that should be 2,080, and it is. If you use your calculators, you'll find that 0.25 times, let's remove that, right? Let's remove this. 0.25 times 8320, and you're going to have this answer right here. That confirms our solution. All right, let's break down this final question using the unitary method. 18% of students out of school are year 8. 18% are year 8. Okay, 16% year 9. If the school has 126 year 8 students, so 18% is year 8, and that equals 126. Determine the number of year 9 students. So how do we do this? Well, we know that 18% of the students is 126, okay? 1%, so we find 1%. Well, what is 1%? Well, 1% is 126 divided by 18. And this equals 7 students. All right? So we know 1% of the school, 1% of the school is 7. So 16% would simply be, what is 16%? How many is that? That would be 16% times 7, which equals 112. So our answer for this, for the year 9 students, is 112. We know that year 9 has 112 students. Again, what do? We find simply how much is 1% of the school. So please remember to take notes as you're watching this and to make sure that you have understood what is on this video.